what was sort of the catalyst for this cutting of production by 47,000 vehicle units this month?
So this all started yesterday, Wednesday, here in Tokyo, when Toyota discovered that about a dozen workers on its lines in a factory in central Japan had tested positive for COVID-19. And so that led to an initial round of cuts at that factory. And then again yesterday, this is Thursday here in Tokyo, Toyota discovered more cases at that factory. So it canceled another shift at that factory. And that, in compilation with suppliers that are also facing their own cases at their own factories, led Toyota to announce yesterday it'll have to pare back production by almost 50,000 vehicles this month.
What about its production abroad?
I think that's what's really troubling for Toyota right now. So it's also facing similar disruptions abroad, with Omicron gaining a head here in Asia, which is a major production hub for Toyota. So one of the cases that we've been following quite closely is a factory in Tianjin, China, which is one of Toyota's largest factories in the country. And it's been halted for more than a week now because the city has locked down after discovering some COVID cases there, moving to test the city's 14 million residents. And so Toyota's factory has been halted there without kind of a clear end in sight right now. So I think in general, Toyota is facing a lot of production disruptions both abroad and in Japan right now. And with COVID spreading within Asia, it's going to continue to pose risks going forward.
So these cuts at Toyota, what's a broader significance in terms of Toyota's long-term strategy and vision for the company?
So it's been quite a tough week for Toyota, I think you can say. Up until the past couple of weeks, Toyota's been doing really well in terms of production. It's been actually producing record levels of cars and trying to make up for some production it lost earlier last year. But it's really been hit by COVID and parts shortages recently. Of course, there's a chip shortage, there's logistics issues, there's just general supply chain issues that all automakers in the industry are facing right now. And so earlier this week, actually, the company announced that due to all of these shortages of parts, of chips, of COVID impact, it's likely going to be unable to meet its goal of producing around 9 million cars for the fiscal year, which will end in March. So it's going to continue to target high production for next fiscal year, but at least for the interim, it's looking like it's going to be quite tough conditions for the automaker.